Okay, for 1C, I have written up here, leave, change, opposite. Almost across the board, you guys, if you did not physically make two marks next to each other, if you did not physically leave, change, opposite, you got these wrong. It's really, really difficult to think about this in your head as to what you get when you have a -4 and you're taking away a -8. I don't know how to do that, and I have a degree in mathematics, okay? I'm going to switch my ink color to red just so we can really clearly see what's going on here. And I'm going to make even my ink a little bit thicker, okay? So we leave, change, opposite. And I would not rewrite all this stuff down. I would just leave, change, opposite right on top of each other, okay? Right side by side on top of the problem. All right, we don't need to do anything here because this is already plus. But here we have a minus sign. We're going to leave, change, opposite. Okay, while I have my red fat pen here, I'm going to keep on going down here. Nothing to do here because this is already a plus sign, but here we do. Leave, change, opposite, and here's another set. Leave, change, opposite. If you're looking at your concept check paper right now and you do not have these two marks right next to each other, plus positive, and these two marks right next to each other, plus negative, and these two marks right next to each other, plus negative, and these two marks next to each other, plus positive, that is probably where you went wrong. Okay, so go ahead and make sure that you've done those. All right, and now we're ready to go. I think for this one, I'm just going to do it left to right, and then maybe the next one I'll group these just to show you that it really doesn't matter. So let's go ahead and take care of this. We have a -4 plus a +8. So those signs are different. When signs are different, because this is negative and this is positive, we find their difference, which is subtraction. So 4 and 8. When I subtract 4 from 8, I get 4. I don't get a 12 here because I can't add them. They are not the same sign. And now I ask myself, all right, which one is going to win the battle in the boxing ring, if you want to think about that? Which one is the quote unquote bigger number? In this case, 8 is bigger than 4. Since it's positive, my answer is going to be positive. Okay, now I keep going. So now I have 4 plus 2 plus -6 left. All right, I'm going to keep on going. +4 plus +2, of course, we've been able to do that since kindergarten. That's 6. And finally, we have 6 plus -6. Well, these cancel each other out. They are opposites. But if you don't want to think of it that way, if you just want to go ahead and do the work, you would say, well, these signs are different. This is a positive. This is a negative. When signs are different, I find the difference, which means I subtract 6 from 6. And I want you to think about what your answer is, and that goes here. I will leave you to do that final step. Okay, coming down here, let's take a different tactic just to practice that skill and group the things that go together, okay? So I'm going to group my +10 and my +12 because they are like signs. They are the same sign, and that's easy because I can add them. 10 plus 12 is 22. Okay, now I'm going to take this -6, maybe I'll circle these so it's a different shape, and this -7. Those go together. They are going to be added because the signs are the same. When signs are the same, we add them. So 6 and 7 is going to be 13, and we keep their sign. So please don't get confused. If we were multiplying these, we would get a +42, but we're not. We are adding these, so we add them and keep the sign. And so finally, our last step would be to put these together. This is a positive, this is a negative. So the signs are different. When signs are different, we find their difference, which means we subtract them, and we're going to keep the sign of the bigger number. So I will leave you to do that final step.